In this video, we will see how to play with the settings of your satellite connection and the power management of your watch during a sport activity. So for this, if we come here inside an activity, let's select the bike, press and hold the menu button and go down to power mode. As you can see now, it is on normal. It can also be called standard or whatever. Actually, you can see that this one is connected to GLONASS. Actually, it's GPS plus GLONASS. It cannot be just GLONASS, it's both of them. And there is two other options. There's a max battery that disables the earth rate and the phone connection, and there's a jacket mode that disables the earth rate. That's the only option we have. If we want more, we need to exit the activity. So we come back to the main screen, the watch face, and we will reach the menu. From here, we will go down almost at the very bottom, and we will find Power Manager. And inside Power Manager, there is Power Modes. Remember, when we were inside the activity, we get into power modes. So it's from that page that we will create water modes that we will be able to apply to sport mode. The normal one cannot be modified. We do see the two other one, and we can create a new one or edit the one that are already made. But let's create a new one. We will start by giving it a name. So I will name it How To. All right, when you're done, you press back and you save with the GPS button. Then we do see the other options. So GPS don't change means that it's the one, it was like that, GPS plus GLONASS. But the other option we have, let's see it. You can turn it off. So if, for example, you have to set it up for an activity, I don't know, maybe you want to start an activity when you shovel the snow. Maybe you don't need the GPS for that. You maybe just want your heart rate because you stay pretty much at the same place. You can turn it off and gain 74 hours in battery lifespan. Normal is GPS only. So you can select this one and you got GPS only. Then you can get Ultra Track. This one will get you a geolocation once every minute. All the other one are once every seconds. So with that one, goodbye precision. I do not recommend it unless you really need a very long lasting battery. Oops, not that one. You can get GPS plus GLONASS or GPS plus Galileo. It will pick the best one of the two if needed. If you want to know more about the GPS connection, I invite you to take a look at that video where I explain it in much deeper detail. So for that one, I will just set it to normal. Then you can disconnect your phone if that's something you want. But as you can see, this one gives +0 hours. So you don't gain that much by disconnecting your phone, except the fact that you won't be disturbed. Wrist heart rate, you can disable it or enable it. Or if, for example, you don't want to have it enabled every time, but when you do an activity you want it on, well, you can turn it on only into your activity. That's up to you. Pulse oximeter, so that's the oxygen in your blood. You don't change it or turn it off. You cannot turn that one on. That's weird. Map, seriously, leave it on allow. I don't see the point of disable it. Yes, the map does drain a bit of battery, but if you don't use it, it don't drain the battery. So you just don't have to use it if you don't want your battery to drain a bit quicker. Display, always on. I don't play with that. You can actually make it turn off and it will turn on when you look at it, but keep it on. The backlight, that's interesting. I did an activity on my personal watch when I'm at the gym. Well, actually, when I am into a sport activity, I like that when the sun is set, that when I look at it, it automatically pop up the backlight. But when I'm at the gym, always moving, I'm inside, there's already a lot of light. I want that to be disabled, so I can set it to be off for that activity. The settings that are over here go over the default settings of the watch. And accessories. If you're into an activity that you don't need to connect any accessories, well, you can disconnect it and you gain an hour of battery when you are into an activity mode. So once that is made, whoops, you go back, you click here to save, and I now have my how-to settings. So if I go back here and go inside my bike activity, press and hold the menu button, go into power mode. Now this one, it's the normal. I can go to set it to auto. So power mode, auto. Now the thing is, if you go out of that activity and come back in, and let's check what is in the power mode. Well, yes, it did return to normal. That's because this settings, that power mode just right here, the one that we have access when we go inside the menu, and it's just right here, this one is for that round only. If you want to change it permanently, you will want to go up here in bike settings, go down 2, and you will see another power mode. This one is the permanent things for the bike mode. So if I go inside here and set it to, whoops, default mode, change it to how to, now if I go out of the activity, come back in, let's see what is the power mode here. It's how to. If I change how to normal, go out, and now come back in into bike, you'll see that it come back to auto because I did change it on that one. So that's how it worked. Now, if you want to know how to save battery on your watch when you are not into a sport activity, I invite you to take a look at that video. In the meantime, I hope this video was helpful for you.